afternoon and welcome. I'm Susan Spears, President and CEO of the Fredericksburg Regional Chamber of Commerce. What an exciting day here in Spotsylvania, Virginia. Here to celebrate the grand reopening of the Paragon theaters. Can you see it behind us over here? Have you been over here? It's so awesome. And Penny Lanes. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do here. Y'all, I was just here over the past weekend. I came, Wendy, this one's just for you. I came with my niece and sister-in-law and saw the Harry Styles movie. And let me tell you what, if you haven't been here lately, you need to come. You need to come. Everything is beautiful. It always has been, but it's even shinier and specialer. Is that a word? It is a word today. It is more special than ever because they've done so many great things to literally roll out the red carpet for all of us to come here and enjoy your afternoon, your morning, your evening, everything that you do here. And why does it matter to the Fredericksburg Regional Chamber, the business community? Because you guys are here investing in our community. You've got investments all around, but you chose here, what was it, 10 years ago, 12 years ago? We kind of forgot those couple of years that just happened. Those don't count. But 2010, I remember it just like yesterday when we first arrived, and today is every bit as exciting. So I am thrilled to be here. There are a bunch of members of our board of directors here and our community here. That's a woo! Yes. We are all excited, and you guys need to come out if you haven't. Enjoy the agency, enjoy Penny Lanes, and enjoy the movies because it's a wonderful experience. I'm going to turn this over to Debbie Saunders. She is with the Spotsylvania County Economic and Development. Thank you, Debbie.
Again, I'm Debbie Sanders with Spotsylvania County Department of Economic Development. And on behalf of Spotsylvania, it is just a pleasure to share in this event. We have seen so much growth, so much commitment to this community, to this development. And we are very, very proud that you have believed in the Spotsylvania and continue to invest for our citizens and for the region, and we look forward to many, many years to come, and we wish you much success in the future. Thank you. And I would like to introduce Joe Bell.
Thank you, Debbie. I'm with the Faro Company, parent firm to Spotsylvania Town Center. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. I also want to thank our folks who came in from our corporate office, Matt Fords, Allison Carson, Jesse Stam, also our crack crew from the management team here at Spotsylvania Town Center, Lorianne Apasante, Sherry Jenkins, Jennifer Downs, and Greg Seals. Thanks all for being here today. Appreciate them. As Susan alluded to, it was about 12 years ago. Many of us were standing here celebrating the grand opening of the Village at Town Center, as well as this magnificent entertainment complex. A lot's happened in 12 years. Some things haven't happened, though. People still want to have fun, and that's what they do here. This is a magnificent facility. It's probably the premier entertainment facility in this region. People come from all around to be entertained in the three parts of this particular complex, and we are so glad to have them here. On behalf of Anthony Cafaro, our co-president, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today, we want to relate something to you. We are committed to keeping this a wonderful place for shopping, for dining, for entertainment. And that last component of it is largely due to all the hard work and the dedication of the folks from Paragon. Please welcome the CEO, the co-CEOs, Mike Wilson and Mike Whalen. No clapping.
So I was sitting here listening to the speeches, and I went back to 2010. It was I had the Cafaros, Tony Sr. and Anthony. We sat in a room in 2007, 2008 for a lease. And if you ever try to negotiate a lease with the Cafaros, you're probably at it for 3 years. But we did come up with a lease, and we were cognizant that right across the street was a Regal Theater. and it's not for the faint of heart to take a theater and build another theater on top of it. And so we came to the idea of having more than a movie theater, having bowling, having restaurants, having the Chatterbox Lounge. It was the vision of my partner Mike Wilson to create all this. And $22 million went into this project to build back in 2010. And I remember the first night when we opened, we were still sitting up at the Chatterbox as the Cars, Iron Man was playing. And we were sitting up there and we were watching how many cars were going to come into the lot. And we're like, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? A couple cars came in, and then more cars came in. And I would say to you that this building, in movie attendance, there's probably been 7 million people that have come through here to see movies over the last 12 years. Wow. It's an amazing, amazing total. Which brings me to the 2 years that we don't want to talk about, which I'm going to talk about. It was really trying times for the movie business. Everything shut down with the pandemic and COVID. It was a hard time for Paragon in a variety of ways. And Mike and I, this great management team, sat down and decided, what are we going to do? What is the world going to look like after COVID? Streaming, all those sorts of things that are impediments to the business. And we decided to invest more money in this building. It deserved the money because you've embraced us since we've been here. We've had great times here. I love always coming back here to Fredericksburg. And the money that we put in terms of the arcade, in terms of the Lux Box seating upstairs in Chatterbox, in terms of Penny Lanes, in terms of Spark technology. If you like to bowl, go test out Spark. It's interactive bowling like it's never seen before. These are all concepts that no one has done. There's not a Spark bowling site within 60 miles of here. The Lux Box concept, the Axis 15 tilt screen, his idea, why don't we tilt the screen because when you recline back you get a better visual. These are all groundbreaking things in a business that has not been done before, and you are one of the beneficiaries of that. And so I really want to thank all of you for the support that you've given us since we've been here. And I have a list of people that I'd like to thank as we go through here. There's a whole bunch. And it really is a team, right? And without all of you and all of us working together, none of this could have happened. So I really want to appreciate from the bottom of my heart to thank you all for all the support that you've given us. Let's start with the Fredericksburg Chamber, Susan Spears, Kevin Dillard. Anytime you want to clap in the middle.
Yeah, I was going to say, woo, woo.
Daniel Donahue, Gretchen Rusden, April Lupi, and some woman named Wendy. Wendy is an introvert, so it's tough to get her to say something now and then. But when she speaks, we listen. The Spotsylvania County, Deborah Sanders, thank you so much. The Cafaro team, Anthony and Tony Cafaro. Anthony is a great friend of Mike and I, and you've done an amazing job. You believed in us when we had no theaters. Mike and I started Paragon. We had nothing to our name, and you entrusted us to operate and build this building under a long-term lease. So thank you for that. Joe Bell, thank you. Allison and Matt Bortz, thank you. Spotsylvania Town Center team, Lorianne, Jennifer, Caitlin. And so let's talk about charities. You know, charities are so important in this time and age where people give back to communities, and we love to do these things with charities. The Lois Ann Hope House with Audra.
You go.
The Lois Ann Hope House with Audra. The Brisbane Center team with Allison and Allison. And let's talk about the Paragon team. So I get to do these things, I give these speeches, and I'm fortunate to do so. But without the team of Paragon, we've been at it for many years. A lot of our team has been with us, well, back in the Movie Co days for somewhat more like 20 years. And so we've been together as a family. We've seen some good times, some bad times together. But the team that we've created is #1 and top notch. And that starts with James Hurd, who's the COO. Impeccably dressed James Hurd. A dear friend of mine who I've known for a long time. I got the chance to meet him when I was at Movie Co. He's a dear friend, and I love him. Number 56, Hank Lightstone, who does all of Some new members to the team, heading the F&B operations, Mr. Bratz himself. He will be in a Lederhosen tomorrow, so you may want to get that photo op with him. Frank Donnelly. The marketing magician himself, Mr. There he is over there with the acting, Jared Comas. Thank you, Jared. Denise Clark, who is not here, who's our controller, who's vacationing in London. Thank you, Denise. And the head of IT, who's done a lot of the IT work here, Ron Mann. The village team that's on staff, I have known John Andel, who's a regional vice president. I've known you for 25 years now. 25 years I've known you. Never liked you, but the village team, John Andel, Katie, Brian, and all the management staff, thank you for all your time. And finally, let's talk about marketing. Into the Blue, who's done a lot of our event marketing. Sharon and Lauren, thank you so much. The Trifecta team, Rebecca, Megan, Brad, also Sarah, Bridget, and Ron, thank you so much for showing us how to bowl. And I'd be remiss, Rebecca's here, she does all the event stuff, so if you want to host events and things, she is the person to meet and talk to, right? For holiday events. There it is. And finally, I'd like to thank Tripolar as well. Don Edwards has been with us, and Nikki. Thank you for all of that as well. And finally, I don't know if I said this, we always have these conversations in the car. To my partner and friend, Mike Wilson, his vision and things that he's done for this industry and keeping me sane and keeping me balanced at times. Need that. Thank you for all of us. And finally, my girlfriend Lindsay and Luke and Layla, thank you for coming and supporting me in some dark times and some good times. I appreciate it. So thank you all. Oh, and I'd like to open the barbershop up and let's cut the ribbon.
Yay!
Oh.
Hold it tight. Tight, tight. Look here.
One.
Wait. Mike, you take your glasses off?
Take my glasses?
They're sunglasses.
No, they're.
Well, I mean, for right.
Sorry.
You guys have it? You got it?
All right, countdown or?
Count down to three. We got guys count down to three. Let's hear it.
3, 2, 1.